what's up y'all, it's Charlie. On today's episode I'm going to be showing you how to make my delicious homemade peach cobbler from scratch. Now the great thing about this cobbler is that it uses fresh peaches, so unfortunately we won't be using the canned peaches for this recipe. It also has a brown sugar infused top and bottom crust, with the top crust being a lattice top crust along with cinnamon and sugar sprinkled on top. And from there it is baked in the oven. This cobbler, you can get about 9 to 12 servings out of it. It's a classic southern dessert and it's absolutely delicious. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, here's all what you'll need to make your homemade peach cobbler. Let's get started with our ingredients. You're going to need 3 pounds in weight of freestone peaches. Now these are medium-sized peaches here. And this is about 8 of them all together. And you want to make sure that you buy the freestone peaches, not the clean peaches, freestone, because freestone peaches, the peach can come off the seed really easily. But if you have the clean peaches, they're going to stick to the seed of the peach, and we don't want that, okay? So make sure you get freestone peaches. And make sure your peaches are ripe. I let these ripen in a brown paper bag for about 2 days. Alright, and along with that, you will need some all-purpose flour, sugar, brown sugar, salt, unsalted butter cold, butter flavored vegetable shortening cold, vanilla extract, cinnamon, allspice, and some cornstarch. And for your tools, you will need a food processor, a pastry wheel. Now this is used to cut pastries, but you can also use it for pastas as well. If you don't have this, you can just use a regular knife. And you're also going to need a rolling pin. And to bake your peach cobbler, you'll need a regular standard 9 by 13 inch glass or metal pan. And there we have it. Alright, let's get straight to it. We're going to get started with making our top and bottom crust. So in this large food processor, add 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Pulse this 9 times. Okay, here I have 9 tablespoons of cubed unsalted butter cold and 9 tablespoons of cubed butter flavored vegetable shortening cold. I'm going to add that in now. Pulse this 12 to 15 times, or until the butter and the shortening is cut into the flour. Alright, that looks good. Alright, I've added my flour mixture into this medium-sized bowl. Add 2/3 cup of cold water and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Take a large sturdy spoon and stir all the ingredients together until the mixture starts to come together. Once the mixture starts to come together, take your hands and form the mixture into a dough. And there we go, our dough has been formed. Form this into a ball. Okay, I placed the ball of dough onto the table. Take a serrated knife and cut the dough in half. And there we have it. We have the dough for our top and our bottom crust for our cobbler. Now we're going to take each half and we're going to form that into a ball. Lightly flour the surface of your table. Add the first half of the dough. This is going to be for the bottom crust. On top of the table, take your hands and press the dough down. As you're pressing the dough down with your hands, you're going to form the dough into a small rectangle. Sprinkle some flour on top of the dough. Take your rolling pin and roll the dough out into a large rectangle. And there we go. As you can see, the dough is slightly translucent. That's exactly what we're looking for. Take your baking pan and add it on top of the dough. Take your knife and you're going to make some indentation marks going around the bottom of your baking pan, and that should make the bottom pie crust for the dough. Remove the excess dough, and from there our bottom pie crust has been formed. Take your rolling pin and place it onto one side of the dough. Roll the dough onto the rolling pin. Add flour onto the dough as you're rolling it onto the rolling pin. That prevents it from sticking onto itself. Unroll the dough into your baking pan. Take your hands and press the dough down into the baking pan. You're going to take a fork and you're going to poke holes into the dough. This ensures even baking. Place this into your freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes. Lightly flour the surface of your table. Add the second half of dough. This is going to be for the top crust on top of the table. Take your hands and press the dough down. As you press the dough down with your hands, form the dough into a flat rectangle. Add some flour on top of the dough. Take a rolling pin and roll the dough out into a large rectangle. And there we go. Not perfect, but all done. To make this into an even rectangle, take your pastry wheel and trim off the edges of the dough on all sides. And once done, you remove the excess dough. Next, you're going to take your pastry wheel, or if you have a knife, it doesn't really matter, and you're going to cut the dough into 1-inch thick strips going down the length. And there we go. Preheat your fire to medium heat. Alright, let's get started with parboiling our peaches. So in this medium-sized pot, I've added 1 1/2 quarts of water, and I brought it up to a simmer. I've placed 3 peaches onto a mesh straining spoon, and I'm going to drop that into the simmering water. I'm going to let that sit in there for about 20 seconds, and once done, lift the peaches up out of the simmering water. Take a sharp knife and insert it into the peach, and you're going to make a deep indentation mark going all around the peach. So you're basically cutting the peach into quarter pieces. From there, you're going to take the halves of the peach and you're going to pull that directly off of the seed, as you see here. And there you go. Next, you're going to take your fingers and you're going to gently peel off the skin off of each half of the peach. And you're going to do this to all peach halves. Next, you're going to take a sharp knife and you're going to trim off the rest of the seed off of each peach half. That's the little red portion, as you see right there. Make sure you trim all of that off. Okay, you're going to take each peach half and you're going to cut it in half. So it's going to be 4 pieces per peach. So what you do is you take a knife and you cut that in half. Careful not to cut the peach pieces too thin because you don't want them to turn into mush. So you want them to be thick. And from there, you're going to take your sliced peaches and you're going to place them into a large bowl. Alright, let's get started with making our peach cobbler filling. So I've added my peach slices into this large bowl. Add a 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of allspice, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Take a large sturdy spoon and stir all the ingredients together. Make sure you stir this really well. And from there, our peach cobbler filling is ready. Here I have my baking pan with the bottom crust lined at the bottom. Add your prepared peach cobbler filling into the baking pan. Spread the filling around the baking pan as evenly as possible. To assemble the lattice top pie crust, you're going to place 3 strips of dough going down the length of the baking pan. Next, you're going to add the strips going down the width, and you're going to place those on top of the 3 strips that's going down the length. And from there, you're going to take the rest of the strips going down the length and you're going to add those in place. And there you go. Take some kitchen scissors and trim off the excess dough that's hanging from the baking pan. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven to 375 degrees. Here I have 1 large egg at room temperature into this small glass bowl. I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to whisk this together. Here I have our beaten egg with a pastry brush. I'm going to take a small amount of the egg and I'm going to lightly brush it on top of the dough. This is going to give the crust a nice golden brown color. Alright, let's go ahead and make our cinnamon sugar mixture. So in a small container, add 1/4 cup of sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Give this a quick stir. From there, you're going to generously sprinkle the cinnamon sugar mixture on top of the lattice top dough. And from there, our peach cobbler has been assembled. Now it is ready to be baked. Place this into a preheated 375-degree oven on the middle rack. Bake this for 35 minutes. Alright, it's been about 35 minutes now for our cobbler. Let's go ahead and remove this out of the oven. Let the cobbler cool for about 1 to 2 hours before serving. You can also let the cobbler cool completely, cover it with aluminum foil, and place it into your refrigerator overnight. That way the flavors can settle and increase. The cobbler can be served either warm or cold, whichever one you prefer. And there we go. Here is the final presentation. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Deep dish peach cobbler, made from scratch by a New Orleans native. If you like my channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified of my videos. I have an official website for all of my recipes, including this one. Go to www.charliethecookandrews.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter under the name Charlie the Cook Andrews. Stay tuned as Charlie's Taste Test is coming up next. Can't wait. Now it's time to go eat and take a bite. All I need now is some vanilla ice cream and I'll be good. Oh yeah. Oh man, this is wonderful. It has a wonderful peach flavor. It's not overly sweet. It's just the right amount of sweetness. And you have that crust, that cinnamon sugar, brown sugar crust on the top and on the bottom. Y'all, when I tell y'all, it is delicious. It is delicious. I'm telling y'all, try the recipe. It's on point. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, have a good one. Peace.